Alright, here we go. Let's see what we got across the board. TIT looking, they got, Luke's playing Smokes this week. Interesting. Jake on the Rays, which is his main character, so I'm not surprised on that pick there. Let's see what FAF are going with. They've got Sage, Jet, Sova, and another Sage at the moment. So let's see who ends up picking Sage in the end. Kilo locking in KO. Good pick, good intel. And Nasty rocking in the Reyna. We're not seeing a lot of Nasty on Phoenix, which is very unusual. He usually means that. But it's good to see him play another agent. Bumpkin locking in Sage. And yes, Luke will be playing Smokes with Astra. Pierre locking in the Jet.
Select
10 seconds left. Let's see what they end up with. Alrighty, here we go. Sage, Sova, Raze, Jet, and Viper versus Astra, Sage, KO, Reyna, Raze. Bit long loading time. Someone's got a little bit of a PC issue, but it's alright here. See if we can get some more aces. Let's see if Jake comes out again, swinging this this week and come out with an ace. He did get the first ace in the SCOCE League Tournament for 2023, so he's in fine form these days. But let's see what FAF can do. I believe FAF finished second in the first week, and TIT on the bottom. So it's going to be a very interesting game. Second place versus last. And I believe TIT also did get taken out by FAF. So will they get revenge today in the first match? We shall find out shortly. And here we go. Hard push onto A side here. Peter trying to find a peek here. No one yet to push through the smoke. You two going off left, right, and center. Greenleaf trying to find a pick, doesn't find one. Slayer in that smoke. Avoiding the boombot. Yet to find a pick. Nasty finds a pick on Slayer. Nasty gets a second on Greenleaf here. And they might be rotating. Jake gets on Pira, and the rotate is on. Sage here, 12 HP in a dream. 14 seconds on heal. And they're rotating over the B site. Jake trying to find in the middle. Unfortunately, doesn't get the timing right, and they're on B site. Spike being planted. And defenses are rotated over. Jake peeking the angle here, waiting for someone to peek yellow. Shots going off. Killer gets the elim here. One left. Sage here in a 1v5. Will they get an elim? Will they be able to clutch this for the team? No. Nasty with the 3k and first round of TIT. Great defensive start from TIT. Especially after last week. They're looking like they're in a bit more of a rhythm, and they didn't lose one player in first round. I like to see it. Let's see what FAF can bring in the second round here. Across the board, TIT going with 3 marshals. 2 marshals. Do you like to see a marshal? Very good weapon. Very strong weapon in the right hands. One tap to head. And it looks like FAF here are going to be playing mostly safe. One going with the sheriff here, but that is Greenleaf. Does a very good job with the Sheriff. Has that nice aim to be able to get a couple of elims on the board. Let's see if he can do the same here in round 2. Mr. Slayer being aggressive, pushing in, gets taken out by Jake though. Sage gonna take out Bumpkin, getting an elim on Pira as well. Once again, it's a 2v5 already. Very quick elims here in the second round. Greenleaf getting the elim with that Sheriff, like I mentioned on Nasty there. That's a big pick. They don't know Average Asian is there. Average Asian gets an elim, but Bumpkin trades him out. Greenleaf here in a 1v3 with that Sheriff. Let's see if buying that Sheriff will make the deciding decision here for FAF and get them that round on the board. That really important round, the second round. Oh, dodges the bullet narrowly from Bumpkin there. And there we go, Bumpkin with the 3K of the Marshall. That's the second round for TIT. Bumpkin going 3-0-2. This is a different Bumpkin than last week, and I'm liking it. Jake with a 3-0-1 as well. Both playing well across the board. FAF with a full buy here. We got an op already in the hands of Pira. On a Guardian. He swapped it out. Fair. Would have loved to see a little bit of a Pira op action, but might have to hold off on that one for a little bit later in the game. Looking like a B push. Pira's swinging first. Luke looking for the elim with the Marshall. Doesn't find it. Doesn't connect, unfortunately, either. And the push is on. Sage gets an elim on Lag Spy. It's a big pick already. Nasty gets an elim on Sage. Slayer swinging from yellow. Fortunately, doesn't connect either. There. Slayer getting an elim on Kilo. Spike is yet to be planted. Slayer gets taken up by Bumpkin with the Marshall again. Bumpkin gets another elim with the Marshall. And it's back to a 2v3. In favor of defense again. Spike still yet to go down. Bumpkin with another 3K with the Marshall. Jake to finish it up. That's a third round of TIT. This is a completely different team than what we saw last week. You love to see it. They came out last week, struggled, came last overall, got knocked out by this very team FAF, and now they're coming back with a 3-0 lead. The redemption story is here. What a great first 3 rounds for TIT. Bumpkin with a 6-0, all elims, I believe, coming from the Marshall. Bumpkin getting another elim with that Marshall. Pira getting the trade, though. Very important trade there. Average Asian with the server drone here. Oh, Sage gets taken out by Kilo, I believe, on flank. Jake gets Slayer. Pira in an interesting situation here. Sage getting an elim on Nasty. That's a big pick. 2v3 here, and this time in favor of FAF. Let's see if they can capitalize on this and get a round on the board. Lag Spike in mid, setting up smokes. And it's looking like they're rotating over to B site. Spike is being planted. Sage 13 HP. Waiting for that heal. Lag Spike already on site. Two v 3 here. Complete silence on site. Pira holding an angle in yellow with a Marshall here. Hoping to catch someone off guard. Swings, unfortunately gets taken out by Lag Spike. 2v2. Lag Spike on the spike. Can he get it? No, he can't. And that's a first round on the board for FAF. Very important round as well. Let's see if this gives them the push they need to continue playing this well. Let's hope that this will get them back in with a chance. I mean, we're only 4 rounds in, but it's been very TIT focused for the first couple of rounds. Taking that Marshall out at the start was definitely a very big pick. Bumpkin picking up 3 for the last 2 rounds and then gets only 1 this round. Very big pick.
Right here.
It's looking like a mid push. Interesting. Kilo here. In mid, holding by himself. Throw some util in. Greenleaf on top of Chew. Bumpkin getting an elim on Pyrrha. Greenleaf tagging Kilo hard, but unfortunately doesn't get the elim. Sage with a res on Pyrrha. Luke getting an elim on Slayer. Greenleaf gets Luke and then gets traded out by Jake. 3v3 here. Pyrrha with the ulti, the jet ult. Let's see what he can do with it. Gets onto site quickly. Hiding in his smokes. Spike getting tapped. Sage getting Jake here. Pyrrha getting Kilo, and it's now 1v3. Bumpkin with the res. But unfortunately, he's out in the open. The wall breaks. Pyrrha gets an elim, and Average Asian gets Jake. That's a second round of FAF. Another big round for FAF here. I think they've started to wake up after the first couple rounds. Playing more like a team now. Getting those picks, getting those trades.
Need a drop.
Full rifles across the board for FAF. Oh, just I say that. Pure ops for the op. And TIT have to save you. It's looking like potential B push. Pyrrha holding an interesting angle. Will Pyrrha get an elim here on Bumpkin? It's a chance. Greenleaf pushing. Will he pick up lag spike here in the smoke? Very patient. Very patient across the board. Very quiet as well. TIT having no idea where they are right now. Lag spike still camping behind it. Swings. Does he get one? Unfortunately, he doesn't. Gets taken out by Average Asian. Does some damage, but not enough. The heal goes off. And they're on site for the plant. Nasty backside with the Sheriff. See what he can do with it. Rest of TIT rotating over. Kilo gets picked by the dart. Nasty trying to find one at yellow. Doesn't find it. Kilo pushes through. Unfortunately, doesn't do enough to get an elim here. Bumpkin trying to get the trade. Doesn't find it. 3v5. FAF is looking good here. Nasty gets one. Jake pushing forward. Unfortunately, gets taken out. The wall just dropped at the wrong time for him. Pyrrha getting an elim. Sage getting an elim. That's a third round. We're all tied up.
My city needs me. I can't be away for long.
They've got their mojo back. Pyrrha still with that op. Interesting angle down mid here. See if he finds a lurker in mid. TIT being able to buy this round. Let's see if they can get another round back on the board. They've won 3 and lost 3. Greenleaf trying to get an elim. Gets one on Jake. Trying to find Kilo behind the wall there. Doesn't manage to find him. Pyrrha's still holding that middle here, and the rotate may be on. Slayer's about to push B site and clear that. Greenleaf making as much noise as he can over on A site, and all of TIT are on A site now. Greenleaf getting a second with the Vandal. Could have got the third, but dropped a bit too soon, I think. And FAF are on B site. Spike goes down. Nasty's there, trying to find Elim on yellow, doesn't find it. About to swing Pyrrha with the op. Dodges the shot. Knows there's an op there, swings again. Kilo picking up an elim in mid here. Interesting Sage wall. Intentional gap. Kilo with a flash over. Nasty gets an elim. Wallbang. Kilo gets one. Pops an ulti. 3v2. Gets Pyrrha. What a snap! And unfortunately, Slayer was left in a 1v4. Not much he could do there. Nasty picks up his second elim. And TIT are back at it. Great round there from Kilo and Nasty. I think it was a combined ace from the two. Could be wrong, but great play from both of them. Good use of the ulti from Kilo and the flash over the wall. And what a snap as well. Can we talk about that snap on Pyrrha with the op? Snaps right to the head. It's looking like an A push. With Greenleaf going mid. Will he pick up Nasty here? Nasty swings, knows he's there. Kilo about to swing. Oh, gets a tag, but not enough to finish him off. Greenleaf very low on health, but gets Jake. Potential rotate on. They're currently in mid. Sage going tube. Bumpkin's up there. Walled off. Luke picks up a big elim on Greenleaf there. Slayer getting Luke though with the trade. Slayer with the ulti. Nasty getting an elim on Sage. Spike's being planted. And the rotates on. Oh, Nasty gets an elim through the ult. Get some info there. Bumpkin swings. Gets one. Second one's there. And Nasty with a 3k to win the round for TIT. TIT are back, but will this be another like 3-win, 3-loss situation? Which seems to be the trend at the moment. Looks like an A push here. Jake with the ulti gets one, but gets immediately traded out by Average Asian. Astra ult gets popped, and Greenleaf gets rezzed. Mr. Slayer just camping outside that Astra ult. Flash comes through. No swing though. Ball's about to go down. Greenleaf gets an elim again. Here. On Luke on the flank. Nasty getting taken out by Greenleaf. Greenleaf having an absolute blast of around here. Gets a nade elim as well. TIT left in a 2v5 killer with the op here. Needs to find someone. Gets one there on Greenleaf. That's a big pick. Unfortunately misses the second shot though and gets taken out by Mr. Slayer. Bumpkin whipping on Slayer and Slayer with 2. That's a round to FAF. 5-4. Very close game here between the team that placed second last week and the team that placed last week. Very interesting. It looks like TIT have definitely worked on something over the week, and it seems to be paying off. Pyrrha once again with the op in his hand. See if he can capitalize on that. And it's looking like a B push. Nasty holding yellow by himself here. And it's about to get pushed by pretty much the whole team. Average Asian popping the server ult, trying to make some noise, even potentially find an elim. Doesn't find it.
Here.
They're pushing up now to yellow. Let's see if Nasty will be taken out of here or whether he'll get an elim or 2. We're on site. Nasty gets taken out by Greenleaf. Jake with a nade over top.
Spike planted.
Lag spike taking out Pira. Lag spike looking for another one. See Sage gets him. Looks for a wallbang, doesn't find it. Gets a third. Luke on a 3, looking for the ace potentially. Sees the ulti.
One enemy remaining.
And unfortunately can't take him out. Mr. Slayer gets an Elim and Greenleaf. Killer on the spot now. Greenleaf very low. Jake with the assisted kill here to finish it up. And another round for TIT. Very close KDs across the board here, actually. Not one-sided at all. The teams are each player is playing very well. Kilo with the op back in his hand. Let's see what he can do as a KO with an op. You don't see it a lot, but let's see if Kilo knows something that we don't. Usually you see it with a jet or a chamber. Well, you used to see it with a chamber. Not as often anymore since the nerf. But it's looking like an A and mid push here. Greenleaf going down mid, doing his usual, trying to find a pick or two. And the rest of the team pushing A side. Kilo with the Elim on Pira there from that op. Greenleaf about to swing Bumpkin. Swings. Do they see each other? Slayer on site. Sees Kilo, doesn't take any shots though. Another Elim. Get the fall. Sage getting Kilo. That's a big pick. Greenleaf swinging Bumpkin. Just dodges the Marshall shot here. Spike being planted.
Caution here.
Slayer in a nice nice position here, looking for an Elim. Nasty on the backside here. Trying to break through the Sage wall. Slayer getting Elim on Bumpkin. Gets taken out by Luke though. Will Greenleaf get the trade? Yes, he will. Jake taking out Greenleaf. Someone needs to get on the spike from TIT. Nasty taps it.
Last player standing.
Looks like they're giving up the round. An average Asian gets the last two. Another round for FAF. TIT just didn't have enough time to break through that wall and get on that spike. But it's a very close half, 6-5. Will we see a 6-6 half? You love to see a close game like this, especially, like I said before, from the second team and the last team from last week. It just shows that 1 week can change everything. Just a bit more teamwork, a bit more, you know, precise plays, and you become a big contender in the SCOCE League. It's looking like a B push. Bumpkin with the first Elim on Pira. That's a big pick. Lots of spraying going through that smoke there. Lag spike putting up the Astra ult, putting up the wall. And it looks like the rotator's on. But Kilo's on site here. Sees one, gets a dink. Will he get the Elim though? Doesn't find the Elim, unfortunately. Flashes out and drops away. It looks like a fake rotate. They're rotating back towards B site. Greenleaf getting that much needed heal.
There. 30 seconds left.
Kilo and Greenleaf in a 1v1 here. Fortunately, neither of them finding the Elims on each other. Kilo getting an Elim, popping the ulti. That's a big ult pop there. Bumpy on top, doesn't find one. Kilo gets Mr. Slayer. Average Asian taking out lag spike. Jake and Kilo at the end there. Kilo with the 3k. That's another round for TIT, 7-5. As we go into the second half. Big first half. Could have been a 6-6, but instead 7-5. Let's see what TIT can do on offense. Ghost pretty much across the board for TIT. 2 Ghosts, 2 Classics, and a Sheriff for FAF. And it's looking like a B push here, and Greenleaf is about to get pushed by the whole team. Let's see what happens. Greenleaf gets some information, so does TIT. Will they check him? Yes, they will. Nasty takes him out. And they're on site. Jake getting an eel on Mr. Slayer. Sage get one on Jake here with the trade. Average Asian, sorry. Sober player. Nasty getting another elim. Nasty on the 3K. Once again, TIT winning that very important pistol round. Nasty with a 3K. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I think Nasty did get a 3K, if I recall correctly, on the first pistol round as well. This looks like an A push here from TIT, and no one from FAF is on A site. It's going to be an easy plant.
Okay. There.
Spike being planted. Spike is planted. Kilo watching flank. Sees Mr. Slayer. Gets the elim. Gets a second. Reloads. Nasty getting an elim as well. Kilo looking for the 3K. As Pure is left in a 1v5. And there's Kilo's 3K. And it's the first 2 rounds again to TIT. His first 2-3 rounds of the half. Probably the most important rounds. And it seems that TIT is capitalizing on them right now. But FAF can now buy. So let's see how this third round of the second half will go. 9-5 the current score. And I believe currently DG versus SH, the score is 5-11. I'm not sure which team is 5 and which team is 11 yet. But I'm sure I will find out very shortly. Mr. Slayer getting an elim on Nasty. TIT pushing hard on the B side here. Average Asian getting taken out by Kilo. TIT need to break through that wall and they're on site. Jake pushed in hard, unfortunately gets taken out by Sage. Kilo getting that Vandal. Lag Spike getting an elim. Kilo with a flash. Slayer gets Bumpkin. Lag Spike gets taken out by Greenleaf. It's Kilo in a 1v3. Kilo getting 1. And unfortunately gets taken out by Mr. Slayer for his 3K. And FAF are back on the board. But TIT did go for bonus there. They did go for bonus. They didn't full buy. So they now can buy this round. It's looking like another A push.
Let's get this done. Map deployed.
Hero pushing up, potentially a little bit too far forward here. Jake getting involved. But unfortunately, gets taken out by Greenleaf here. Killer getting taken out by Greenleaf as well. Greenleaf low. Lag Spike gets the Elim here. Lag Spike gets the second, gets the trade on Bumpkin. And it's a 2v3. Nasty holding the flank there. Little does he know that no one is there. But let's see what the two last players for TIT can make of this round here. Pierre about to swing. Will he find an Elim? Oh, the timing. Slayer already on site. With the one-way. Sees Lag Spike. Unfortunately, doesn't connect any bullets here.
30 seconds left.
Neither does Lag Spike, though. Lag Spike getting a 3. Getting a 4. Looking for the ace.
My ult's ready.
21 HP. Wants the ace. And unfortunately gets denied the ace. Unlucky there. It's another round for FAF.
I got enough time to go into the astral form.
And it looks like it's currently 12-6 to DG so far.
Woo! Let's start.
TIT once again pushing A site. With no rifles on the board. Sheriff's, Frenzy, and a Stinger. Nasty pushing through mid here. Let's see if he can pick up an Elim on Slayer.
There.
Bumpkin getting U2 abused right now. 60 HP. Gets a heal. Average Asian takes out Lag Spike. Greenleaf gets Kilo. 2 big picks there. Jake getting taken out by Greenleaf's Raze ult. And Greenleaf with a 3k to win the round for FAF. It's getting close again. 8-9. Very close game. This whole game has been very close. Someone gets a slight lead and then the other team comes back. You love to see it. Rifles across the board here. And will Pira pick up a knot maybe? Yes, he will. And it's looking like a B push and Pira's there with the op waiting.
Here.
Pira somehow managing to get out of there. TIT making a hard push here. Nasty, unfortunately, not being able to get the second there. Getting one, but getting traded by Average Asian. Lag Spike swings, takes him out. Gets a trade there for Nasty. The Astra ult coming in clutch. Wall up. See if they can get the spike planted. They can.
Spike planted.
Greenleaf with an Elim on Lag Spike, though, from the nades. Jake from mid, picking up a cheeky Elim. Slayer and Pira here on the 2v3. Pira still with that op. Jake gets Slayer. Pira in a bit of a pickle. 1v3. Nades coming from Jake. Pira missing the shot on Jake, getting taken out by Bumpkin. It's another round for TIT. 10-8. Very close game here. Very close. Both teams playing incredibly well. TIT once again favoring that A site. About to make their push. Full rifles across the board for both teams. Apart from Average Asian with a Spectre. Let's see if that Spectre makes a difference. In favor of TIT or in favor of FAF. Kilo watching for the flank. Nasty getting an Elim on Greenleaf. That's a big pick here. Greenleaf's been getting a lot of first picks each round. Oh, Nasty getting taken up by Pira. Lag Spike getting the trade. Lag Spike looking for a second. Gets it. Big picks. Spike still yet to be planted. Jake getting tagged by the shock dart. Jake swings. Fortunately doesn't land a shot on Slayer. Bunking with the res on Nasty. It's now a 5v2 here. Slayer getting an Elim on Jake. Looking for a second. Unfortunately doesn't find it. Lag Spike gets a third. And a fourth. Big round for TIT. 11-8. They're closing in.
Enemies close.
On redemption from last week. So as far as I'm aware here, folks, DG, I believe, is one against IC. So after this game, if whoever wins here will go on, and whoever loses will be up against. I mean, sorry, DG lost to SH, so they'll be going on. DG will be going on to IC. SH will be versing the loser of this. Hard push on A site yet again. TIT. Kilo waiting for that wall to go down to flash out. Jake with a nade through. Nasty with a hard push. Gets one. Jake gets one as well. Big picks here for TIT. Slayer getting nasty though. Jake getting average Asian. Jake with a 3K. Greenleaf left and unfortunately doesn't pick an Elim up on the flank. 12-8 to TIT. One more round needed for them. And redemption.
Match point.
We may be seeing FAF versus SH. Very close match though. Greenleaf doing quite a bit there with those first picks, as I keep mentioning, but it just, if only in defense here he was able to do the same. At the moment he doesn't seem to be able to, but if he could, I think that might make the difference in favor of FAF. Average Asian popping the ulti here.
I cannot use that.
Doesn't manage to find one. Uses it more for intel. Greenleaf gets an Elim. Jake gets one. The Lag Spike gets one as well. Nasty picking up another Elim. Seems to be most fights that are Nasty swings, he ends up coming out on top.
Spike planted.
Very important player for TIT. Pira getting one. Getting taken out by yet again Nasty. There you go. Bumpkin with the final Elim. 13-8 to TIT.
Not meant for this climate. Let's go.